What's up, House Chapels? Coach Jay here. So here's what I want to do. I want us to have a conversation today in the midst of our House Chapels. Because here's what you've heard me say. You've heard me say that it's okay not to be okay. It's just not okay to stay that way. And the good news is some of you have gravitated towards that because you've recognized that you're not okay. Hey, I'm not okay. None of us are okay. And it's kind of like a breath of fresh air to feel permission to not be okay. But see, here's the thing that we've got to ask in light of that. So now that we realize that it's okay not to be okay, it's just not okay to stay that way, why do we have so much difficulty being authentic with other people? So think about your life. You live a filtered version of you, right? So like you live a filtered version of your life, whether it's on social media, you're filtering yourself on social media, whether it's at church, at home, at schools, in the hallways here at Briarcrest, there's a filtered version of you floating around, right? And I think the problem is that we're afraid if we don't live that filtered version of us, that we're going to be rejected. So if we're fully known, we won't be fully loved. And we want to be fully loved, so we don't want to be fully known, right? That's the tension we live in. That's the tension I live in. So what I want us to do right now is, in an effort for us to become more authentic as people who are pursuing Jesus, I want us to watch a snippet, a clip from the junior retreat. We had a panel. 5 of our faculty members here at Briarcrest sat on that panel and just shared their brokenness in an attempt to be authentic with the junior class. And what we're going to do is we're going to watch a 50-second clip of Mr. Sullivan sharing some of his brokenness in authenticity. So he's going to be authentic with us. We're going to watch him model this, listen to what he has to say about it, and then we're going to come back at the very end and I'm going to wrap it up. So y'all watch this and then I'll come wrap it up.
Well, but I think probably for inauthentic, I struggle with something, and the thing that I struggle with probably a lot is people pleasing. I love to please people, and I want people to like me. And a lot of times I think there is a tension there that I don't want to necessarily be authentic, because when you're authentic, sometimes you share the things that you don't do well, or all the mess that's in your life. And so I think that's a real easy thing to slip into and not open up, and people not get to know you because you're worried that they're not going to like you. And so I know that's the tension. And I guess how do you battle that's what you asked, is just to have some people in your life that will hold you accountable, that will ask you those questions, has been something that I've seen is helpful of kind of peeling back those layers.
Here's how I just want to wrap this up. I want us to recognize, as we discuss some of the difficulties that we have in being authentic, I want us to recognize that there is a realm in which we are both fully known and fully loved. And according to Romans 5:8, while we were yet sinners, Christ died for us. That shows us that Jesus fully knows us and he fully loves us. So as we as a school, you as Christians, myself as a Christian, as we're trying to pursue Jesus in authenticity, how can we become more authentic? How can we do, like Mr. Sullivan suggested, finding somebody to hold us accountable? Because see, the first step to that is like actually letting somebody know what they need to hold us accountable in. So I want us just as a group to just sit around for a couple minutes and just discuss the barriers that exist in our own hearts, in our own lives, in our own cultures, in our own groups that we run in, some of the barriers that exist to us being fully known, so that we can walk in authenticity, so that we can not only recognize that it's okay not to be okay, but begin to take steps to not stay that way, because Jesus loves us too much to let us stay in the muck and the mire. So guys, I hope you have a blessed time, and I look forward to hearing feedback from the conversations today.